And we are live. Hey, everybody. Thanks for joining me for something new. Hey, KGM, Jam, and Dehota, thanks for joining me. Let me know if my sound levels, let me know if the game music is okay. Don't want it to be too loud compared to my voice. So this is a new game to me. It's not new as it's been in development since like 2022, as far as I know, maybe past that, but it just burst onto the scene as far as Web3 goes, and they announced it in 2022. I think I've seen this a few times over the last couple years, but it's been in closed development, so I haven't checked it out. But with that said, last night I was fishing around on YouTube and I saw that Bulldog was going live, and I was checking him out and watched his stream on this, well, part of it. And as ARPGs are one of my most favorite types of games to play. Let's see here, whatever. Yes, Gathering says that it looks like Diablo. This is like, I don't know exactly where this is made, but it seems like it's a cookie cutter clone of, say, Diablo, in between Diablo 2 and 3. But with that said, I love Diablo, and I'm currently playing Diablo 4, although Diablo 4 hasn't caught me as much as Diablo 3 did and Diablo 2. But with that said, this is on the blockchain. It's on the BNB/Ethereum blockchain, and I don't have a whole lot of details. I started doing some homework on this. It's clear that you can buy, sell, and trade some of the items that drop as NFTs, and I think that some of the items can be turned into NFTs. So I'm not sure of that process right now, but it is clear that this is moving forward. And you can check out their website. I don't have a link or anything to use, but it is Seraph in the Darkness. So we're going to check that out. Okay, let me turn up the music a little bit. I always start with the music way down low because I don't want it to trample over. So we'll play a little bit. I brought it up by half there. So is this the game that Dehota was just playing? Yes. Or Bulldog? Yes. And in fact, can you hear the music now? It's just like a dark, foreboding music at this point. But yes, this was what Bulldog was playing, and I was surfing around trying to find some other videos on it, and it appears that this is not in full release yet, as there's some things that haven't been released, and it's in, but it's past the full beta. So I think that anybody can, I mean, I downloaded it, and then we're getting ready to play it here without any special codes or anything. So yeah, Dehota, I'm excited to see this game too. Like I said, I'm really into ARPGs and anything, and I've really, just frankly, we've been playing a lot of these Web3 games, and I'm frankly looking forward to a game actually being as good, a Web3 game actually being as good as a regular traditional Web2 style release of a game. And looking forward to this. So let's go ahead and jump in. Okay, so Gathering says it's not too loud. So this does look like it's class and sex. You know, you can't pick your sex. So we have... Now, are those sound effects too loud? They are very loud in my headphones. I'm going to bring that down. It's apparent that the sound effects are a lot louder than the background music. Let me see if I can go into my settings. Sorry about this. Okay, I've got them turned down. So once I get into the game, I'm going to see if the settings has, a audio setting for the background music and the sound effects rather. So yes, Gathering, it is a play to earn, and their token is, you can check it out. So I've played a few of, I think this is a Chinese-based one. There's a requirement that you have to download a separate wallet, and the wallet is called ActPass, and it's a mobile app. But I've played a few of these different Chinese-based games, and that appears to how they work. But at this point in time, I think the only thing you can make money off of, they do have an airdrop going on, and I will be right up front. I don't know the exact details because it has went through different stages. This is just me doing like an hour's worth of homework on their website. They do have their white paper available, which I still need to read through. I'll post the link here in the chat if anybody's interested, because it took me a little bit to find that, but that's the white paper on it. But they're going through different stages. They're not, I don't believe they're at full release yet. At this point in time, I think the only way you can get earn off this game is through the airdrop, and also through getting things in game that happen to be NFTs. And at this point in time, I think there are, obviously they would be very rare drops that are NFTs. And then I think there's a way to also mint items into NFTs, and then they're sellable. And, generally I stay away from games, frankly, that work on Ethereum, but it also works on BNB. So I like BNB. I like working with BNB. I've had good luck with that in the past. But as we know, anything that works with Ethereum takes some high gas fees. So either way, I'm just jumping in and taking a look at this. I don't intend on spending a lot of money on this. In fact, I'm going to approach it from the free-to-play aspect and see what I can get out of it. And I'm just going to approach it from a game perspective, this game, because I like ARPGs. Expect this to, expect to see some live streams pop up. Obviously, it's in the middle of the day Monday, which is not my standard streaming time. Usually I'm at work, but it's a holiday here in the US, so I figured I'd jump on here. So let's go ahead and pick a class. Okay, so this looks like it's sex and class combined, so you can't just go in and pick a male or female. So we have a Valkyrie, an elite warrior forged by brutal training. Bow, arrow, spear are her deadly weapons. So it's got high singular attack, high mass attack, and low survivability. Generally in these games, I like a good AoE. So she might be a good AoE pick with a higher mass attack. We've got the male necromancer, which has a high AoE, low single attack, and mid-level survivability. We have the female mage, sorceress, master of manipulating the elements, fire, lightning, and frost. Now these are generally, this is interesting because it's only got a mid-level AoE attack. Generally, mages are like the strongest AoE attacks, but, and interestingly enough, she also has higher survivability, whereas mages are usually lower survivability. Sorry if I get geeky on this, because I'm also a D&D head from back in the day. My primary character in these is usually a mage. So let's look at this screen is a little bit wonky. It's hard to change back and forth between the characters. Obviously, it also tells you your main special attacks on each of these characters. So this is a barbarian. He's got low single attack, mass, high AoE, and high survivability. That's kind of what I would expect out of a barbarian. And we have, I'm taking this as a druid. Oh, it's coming soon. So the druid class, well, it appears to be a druid, is coming soon. So Gathering says my favorite class is Thief. That's where the name Trimble come from. Yeah, that's interesting. There's no Thief available. And, you know, there's no saying that they can't add stuff down the road because Diablo does have their Thief is usually more of a range-based kind of Thief with I know Diablo 3 featured a rogue type that had hand crossbows. They called it something different than a rogue or a thief, but Necro and Assassin, my favorite. Yeah. Um, I like rogues in MMOs, right? In fact, when we were playing back in the day on a PvP server in WoW, I liked a rogue because I could sneak around anywhere and basically choose my fights for the most part, unless there was a higher level rogue around. But playing on a PvP server and playing an ARPG is two different arguments, right? So, what am I going to do here? What do you guys think? Let's see here. To me, let's go. Let's try with the Valkyrie. I mean, it's got high AOE attack, which is something I look for. It's got high single attack. The downside to this, it would be low survivability. Conqueror Sweep, Frostburst Arrow. Oh, I see. This tells you this is the rating not on the class. This is the rating on the attack you're using. So, say for instance, this Conqueror's Sweep is an AoE attack. Frostburst Arrow is a single attack. Plague Javelin is I don't know what that's good for because it's kind of low on everything. Yeah, why not? And then down here at the bottom, it has core skills recommendation, affix pursue recommendations, because it seems like this game, they're trying to combine a bunch of the different points from the different ARPGs we're familiar with. So let's go ahead and play one of these, a Valkyrie. And let's see here. What should my name be? I can't use just like Bronzedrag0n because that doesn't make sense. What do you guys think? What should be her name? Eh. Xena the Warrior Princess. Sure, why not? Okay. Let's create. Okay. Something new I'm also trying is doing the widescreen. I generally have a second screen that's 1080 that I usually do most of my videos on to make it easier and a little bit better viewing. But for gaming, I just prefer my widescreen, and I just wanted to go ahead. I know we'll have to deal with the black bars and black bars at the top and the bottom if you just have a 1080, but checking out this intro. I think this is all AI created. Yeah, you can tell this is all AI created. Not that I have anything against AI, but it's kind of an argument in my head that we're displacing actual artists. But at the same time, we're making it so development teams can develop with smaller teams. I don't know. What happens when we run out of artists? People stop becoming artists because AI is just making an amalgamation of all the past art that's been done. And then we have nothing new. Me going off on a tangent. So here we go. I think this is just kind of like a general kind of nothing incredible intro. And this voiceover is just kind of terrible. It's just somebody just reading from a script, not acting. Okay, here we go. We have Xena here and Alistair. I don't know. That's probably just some other body that's just standing there and just created a new character. Let's go over and check out Meta Laws, who has a quest for us. Can you guys hear his voice? Did you hear his voice okay? Yeah, that's an interesting discussion, Dehota. And I agree. I mean, it's like, you know, to get off on a tangent here, I'm a photographer part-time. I mean, as just a hobby, right? And the AI created art is definitely art with photography, but it's not true photography to me. But did you guys hear that guy's voice? He sounded like a country hick. Where are the settings here? Okay, hopefully that'll be a little bit better. I'm going to turn it up a little bit. Let me know if I bust your eardrums. I just wanted you guys to hear what the voiceovers sounded like.
Get over here. I'll stay. Oh, my Seraph. A body that's been buried so long I thought I'd seen a ghost.
Can you hear it now?
Sorry, kid. There are so many to bury. There's always one or two. Get over here. Oh, my Seraph. A body that's been buried so long I thought I'd... Camp's temporary captain, the real one, Alberto, went out with an advance team and did not return, and his whereabouts are still unknown. I'm sorry, I'm not going to talk to you too much. You're a threat to everyone until Agaman recognizes you as staying at the camp. Go find him. Follow the tracks. He's in the camp.
Okay, got a quest. Got to go find this dude named Agaman. And my quest is dictated. Oh, I have a new skill point already? They gave me a skill point right off the bat. So I can choose one of the skill trees. Bow and crossbow, the passive and magic, or the javelin and spear. Let's see here. I think I'm going javelin and spear. Do I start at the top or do I start at the bottom? Oh, I see. This is the introduction. This is a little bit complicated. Skill point allocation, skill combo effects. Okay, so there's combos in this game. It's not just straightforward button mashing. Okay, so we can go bow and crossbow, passive and magic, or javelin and spear. I like the idea of javelin and spear. And I have one stat point remaining, so let's go ahead and put it into javelin and spear, which will give me a secondary account, which is, oh, I can't get it until level 2. So I need to go on. Oh, they provide a yeah, I don't really like that. I mean, I can walk through the game and find the Box of Chaos. This is very reminiscent of D&D. Or not D&D, but Diablo.
3 days and no word from Alberto and the brothers, leaving us A bunch of wounded soldiers and a few desperate fighters, and the damn...
Yeah, Deota, I think they took Diablo 2/3 as a template.
Yeah, coming back from the dead might be truly remarkable anywhere else, but this is Sonora, and all those damn monsters out there crawled out of the graveyard just like you did, and maybe soon you'll be just like them.
This guy's voiceover's better. He's a better voice actor.
I'm sorry, I understand how you feel, but I have to keep the camp safe, and those wounded soldiers, they're very upset right now. If you can find out where those monsters out there are coming from, maybe I can convince everyone to let you stay here.
Oh, well, gee, thanks. Okay, I'll go figure it out on my own. And javelin or a pike? Let's go with the javelin. And can I choose twice? Oh, I only get one. Javelin's going to be thrown, I think. Makes sense. Let's go with the pike. Let's start with the pike. Okay. Very Diablo-esque inventory, so I'm very familiar with this. So it's got the typical press I, open your inventory. Let's equip our pike. We've got our health potions and mana potions down here on the hotbar on keys 1 and 2. We've got a primary account with our attack with our pike, and a secondary account, swift thrust, with our right click. Yeah, KGM. Diablo 1 and 2 and 3. I was very much addicted to them. And 4, I played off and on, but I haven't got really into it. Something just didn't grab me. I'm not saying it's a bad game, but something just didn't grab me. So let's... I don't like this trail. I think they could make it like a lot less evident instead of bright glowing footsteps. Let's just go. Oh, it's interesting because you can choose to go as a solo adventure, or you can choose to... Man, she is in her underwear. And she's got high-heeled boots on, too. Talk about fan service. Okay. Okay, let's go kill some undead. Standard Diablo-esque. The artwork looks a little bit better than Diablo 2, but not quite up to Diablo 3, I think. Okay, we got an identify scroll, so you're familiar with the usage of that if you've ever played Diablo. We've got random stuff to kick open and get some stuff. Got a healing potion. And I know I'm going away from the objective, but I'm just trying to get a feel for the... Let's try 4 to 6, 1 to 7, slow, very slow. So I got a choice between slow and very slow. Oh, I'm not a... Well, let's try it. Oh, it's... This is kind of cool. It's range. Okay. That was the secondary attack, swift thrust. Yeah, I remember the Commodore 64. Back then, I just never had enough money to have one. Always wanted one. Dehota, I think this is one of those games that's kind of in the development process. It's not fully released at this point in time. To make money, there is an airdrop going on, and there's been various airdrops through the campaign. We're towards the end. Obviously, anybody can download this game and play it at this point. You don't need a special code or anything. But I think the primary earning mechanism right now is finding items that are on the blockchain and you can sell them on the marketplace, which there's a separate marketplace, and the separate marketplace lines up with the app you have to download. It's called ActPass, so you can go to that website as well. So we got a couple nice items here, and let's see here. We got a breastplate, and just like with Diablo, you're going to have to identify these. I'm not a necromancer, so I don't need that. This is a little bit weird because the pointer is a little bit offset. You have to have it to the right of where you want it in your inventory. So this requires level 4. So that is a good piece of upgrade. So we will keep that and I might as well identify it. That's a revive scroll, return scroll, identify. Why did that not identify? I'm trying to... I don't know. We'll check that out in a little while. I'm not level 5 yet anyway. Okay, let's go back towards the goal. We got a gold monster. I kind of like this javelin. The special attack works well. And here's the guy we're supposed to talk to, maybe? Or this is a side quest. No voice acting. So I guess this isn't 100% voice acted. Okay, so I have to go find a medicine box. A little bit of gold, a scepter. Stone shard. It's a fun D&D stream game. I have to look it up. I'm unfamiliar with it, but if it's a fun D&D game, I'd probably be interested in it. Okay, let's go over this way. What is this? A battle altar. Probably gives me a buff, just like other games. Let's see here. And level 2. That secondary attack takes a while to... Why is it not available? Oh, the durability's already broken. Man, I'll tell you what, look at how fast the durability on that went. That might be something they have to adjust. And see, here's a instance. I don't know if you saw it. It might be behind my picture, but in chat, there was a player had a stroke of luck, dropped a NFT treasure chips in the void realm, whatever that is. So anytime you are playing this game and an NFT drops, then everybody gets an announcement. Typical kind of, I hate to say this, but it kind of has the aspect of a gacha game, you know? Okay, we've got a dying warrior over here.
I used to laugh at the legend of the skeleton monster, thinking it was a tale made up by my senile grandmother. But I did see it, and it was right up ahead, with the resurrected my friend, but he never knew me again. I'm dying. I hope you don't end up like me. Oh yeah, and if you run into my grandma, remember to tell her that her story is really scary.
They could have spent a little bit more on voice actors. Or identify scrolls. Okay, so I've got a new stat point to spend. I forgot since let's go with I guess her primary is going to be Dex. Always like a vitality score. I usually try to use like the primary stat and then dump some into vitality as well, because any of these games, extra health always helps. So you have a whole different screen for attire, so if you wanted to do different looks, you don't necessarily have to equip that particular item. You can use an older item that you may like the look of. And you have a whole section for titles, which currently I don't have one. So, okay, quest log is updated. I'm in Act 1. I need to retrieve. This is very reminiscent of Diablo 2, the way the art is. Oh, man. And I have a new skill point, which we will just go ahead and dump into Swift Thrust. And we have Swift Thrust available again. Oh, because I had put the new weapon. Yeah, I think that one weapon I got, it just broke really fast. Gathering says this is what Splinterlands needs. Bring your 6 monsters and summoner out to fight in the world against another player. Deota says, I guess I'm trying to figure out why I would play this over Diablo. I feel like it's such an identical clone. It will struggle to gain traction, and if it ever does, Blizzard will drop the hammer on it. Yeah, that's an interesting point. I think the main point is that it is on the blockchain. I'm still up in the air about doing a participating in any game that is like a gacha style game. I've seen a few of these, and especially with it being buying items with ETH, the prices are high, the gas is high, and then over time, as there's more items added to the marketplace, the prices just gradually sink. But I thought I'd take a look at it because I like these style games. Much slower. I'm hoping that as the rarities in these weapons and armor go up, that they will have much more durability to them. My health is not increasing slowly, so that means I have to divest and use healing potions all the time. Obsidian boots. I could use a pair of boots because I was walking barefoot. Got a cloak now, or a piece of cloth armor. And the first portal, abandoned village. Healing. Oh, sorry, not healing. Regen altar. Oh, here we go. Oh, that hurt. The moving is a little bit more clunky than Diablo. It's not as exacting. I'm moving around, but there's a bit of a lag in the movement, and sometimes when you're fighting these bosses, you really need to be exacting in your movement, so it could lead to be a little bit frustrating. Okay, so we've completed need to complete that quest. I got a yellow item, but that looks like it's for a mage. And once again, this is going to be playing. Oh, so if you drop it, you destroy it. This is playing, you know, inventory management. So I got a ring. I don't know why it's not letting me identify objects. Price 80. Oh, I don't have enough gold. So you need identify scroll plus 80 gold per identification. Okay, well. And then I got the report to complete the quest I was working on. I picked up a pike. Yeah, I'm gonna have to, and we can pick up the... Okay, let's go back to the guy with the quest, I guess. And I got a new stat point to use. Actually, it looks like with each level you get 5 stat points. So let's dump a couple in vitality and the rest in dexterity. And then a skill point, same thing. We're just going to max out this first tier skill. See our quest. And go back to, well, let's finish off this quest first, and then we'll go back to town. But I think you've got a valid point, and I was wondering about how Blizzard would let this go out, right? Hey, here's a magic chest in the barn. Could always use gold. I don't need a shield. I don't have space for a shield. Is there anything in here? Oh, there's a weapon rack. Going back because that other dude left. Okay. So your standard camp, got a jeweler, a blacksmith, a stash, a couple dudes sitting around. Let's go ahead and sell off our junk. Does he have a, he does not have an identify. So I have a few hundred gold now, so I can what would be cool on Splinterlands is a 3D button so we could see the card games in 3D battle. Yeah, it would definitely be cool. There's a few other games like that out now where they're basically card games, but whenever you go ahead and you click the battle or you go ahead and get into the battle, they are like 3D characters. I would imagine that would take a massive amount of artwork and extra team to do that. So let's go ahead and, first of all, I want to identify this ring, because who doesn't need an extra ring, right? What is this? Revive instantly in the field. Oh, so now you can get a separate scroll, and it looks like it's gold, so it's rare or more expensive, that if you don't want to go back to town, you can actually use it and revive yourself in the field. Let's go ahead and identify this ring. So I have the gold to identify. Yeah, I don't know why this is not working. Oh, I see why it wasn't working. So like I said earlier, the pointer is offset. When you click on something and you're going to select something, the same way is if you're going to select something to put in your inventory, the pointer is over exactly where you want it to go, but the item is actually slightly to the right. So that was my problem there. So what I come up with? I came up with a etherealness life ring, 30 hit points, plus poison resistance, plus frost resistance, plus magic points, plus energy, plus dexterity a little bit. So perfect. Sounds like it's perfect for just about everyone. Achievements achieved. So I'm working my way through the achievements a little bit. I don't know what that's worth, but... And we have this to turn in, the investigative report. I am not going to waste... What is salvage? Just like in Diablo, I guess you can salvage things to get parts to make new things. I won't worry about that right now because I need to get some gold. I don't need these. I'm not going range, so I don't need this. What is this? Remolding core. A crystalline core harboring the power of chaos clears original stats for rare gear and grants new ones. All right. These items give you, let you re-roll stats. Kind of like we do in Golem Overlord. Okay. So let's go to, no. You don't have to click on the portal. If you just walk over it, it opens the portal screen. I'm going to keep this in my inventory. I'm almost not to level 5 yet. Let's put these in our inventory. Looks like you can buy extra bags as well. So you have 5 bag slots, and it has an auto sort button, which is nice. Okay, so looks like my quest guy is down here. Here's Agamand. Wait a minute, I thought Agamand was standing up here. No, that's Algernon. Very Lord of the Rings-ish type names.
I have to admit, it did surprise me a bit that you made it back safe and sound. The Northern Legion is true to its word, and you are now our partner. You will accept help from your comrades in the camp, but in the same way, you must help others. Alberto and the brothers have gone to the Sonora ruins, and only by following in their footsteps will we be able to figure out what really happened to the land. Malpas is our blacksmith and master at following clues.
Oh, also I'll mention that I think they run seasons and leaders depending upon different classifications as like what class you're playing and some other things. The people that end up at the top of the leaderboard in the seasons, and I haven't investigated as thoroughly, also get prizes. So, okay. And I get to choose a new body armor. Of course I'm going with dexterity. Although, you know what? Maybe the way I've chosen to go with the pike would demand strength. But, and of course, why would it need identified if he just gave it to me? Wouldn't he know what it was? Okay, so evade 5, dexterity 8. Oh, this does have frost resistance on it, so it's like slightly better. So yeah, these achievements keep ticking up. So what's this is? Refine core. A crystalline core harboring the power of chaos clears the original gear stats and imparts new ones. So this is a different core than the other one, because the other one was red. Trying to figure out the difference. So we have remolding core, which is gold, so maybe it does more stats or has a chance of higher, rarer stats, and then a refined core, which is lower level blue. And I'm going to try to sell this, but I'm guessing that he won't get too much money. Oh, he's got a quest.
Crunch, crunch, crunch. Those damn skeletons make a lot of noise every night. Alberto hasn't shown up in but 3 days, and that stupid kid is impatient to give a mission. But you seem like a smart guy, so be a little smart. Go to the Sonora ruins and look for clues to what they are.
Why does everybody in these games need clues? Go check this out. Go check that out. I'll find a clue. Yeah, for 10,000 gold, sure. Rare two-handed axe. Oh, this is just a tutorial. Okay, so just like in a certain other game, they offer the availability for the blacksmith to improve the quality of the item. No surprise, right? Okay, so have I even hit level 5 yet? You can open the typical character screen with C. No, I'm level 3. And up at the top of the screen, I was just talking about this, but they have season pass. Of course, your typical login. So I guess I should have some kind of daily reward to claim. This is the advanced, and this is the free. No rewards to claim. So daily event. Okay, so the daily event, you got several things that you can receive on it. This is just like a lot of these free-to-play games where you can log in and get certain things for free on a daily basis. But then, okay, so for the second one, I need to destroy a bunch more monsters, destroy 1,000 monsters, open 9 more chests, 20 pieces of equipment for sale, sell some more equipment. Just standard stuff you would do in a game, but they're giving you credit for it. And it seems like there's a bunch. And this is daily. And then you have your season quests, which you go through, which is basically adding up all your daily quests. And then you have a point store. But the main rewards works on the whole battle pass type idea where, hey, log in and get this little thing, but then if you pay for the battle pass, then you get something much better. I'm interested in why I can't at least get day 1 claim right now, but we'll see. And then you have a good one, Gathering. See you later. Yeah, I'll check out Stone Shard. If you're on later, I'll check it out. Season trip. And this is what I was talking about as far as the season competition goes. And you have certain prizes for completing a chapter. I wonder how long a season is. So you can complete certain things and then get, you know, it's just like seasons in a certain other game we were talking about. Okay, let's go. I wish they had a healing well here in town. One quest down, a bunch to go. Okay. Let's go and complete that other quest. Okay, and it looks like dying old man. And a magic chest. I need a magic chest. Sorry, old man, going for the chest first. Why is he not saying anything when I click on him? This. Another place where there's no voice acting. I gotta go find his granddaughter. Okay. Oh, and up here, just like other games where you have durability, you can see that my hands, my gauntlets have degraded by the color of the armor on the doll. And it looks like I have to go down in the cellar to find his daughter, granddaughter. How am I going to get in there? Oh, it's through this door. Okay, let's do it. I have to keep remembering to repair when I get into town. Okay, this doesn't look like... Well, at least I got a new pike. But each time I do this, it keeps spending money. But at least it's an upgrade. It's a pretty strong power. Another chest. That was one of my daily things. Open a certain amount of chests. I really need to increase the size of my inventory. There's a third type of potion. Most likely the potion gives you mana and life. Same type of boots. There's the third type of potion. Yep, restores 35% hit points and magic points. I think they need to work on the movement a little bit. Movement is not very smooth. I don't really need mana potions on this person. There was another. Keep seeing player in Chinese writing getting NFT drops, and then they put it across the top of your screen so nobody misses it. Okay, that looks like it's back out. Let's investigate up here. Chipped amethyst. Looks like they also have where you can make your armor better by socketing gems. I had to get a nice piece of gear before I socket that. Nice, it goes through the first, that special ability goes through the first and into the second mob. Two for one. Okay, this looks like some kind of main room here. Exquisite chest. Are you here to save me? Where's my grandfather? Sure, he's okay. He's wondering why you're hanging out in this creepy house. Dungeon. Very low mana. It's like or a very low gold. It's like I get a treasure chest and it's got like 1 gold in it. So I got a scholar's hood, which is not necessarily from my class. Okay, let's go on out and see what our grandpa has to say. I think the artwork is a little bit, or the graphics, like I said, I think the graphics are somewhere in between Diablo 2 and Diablo 3. Not quite as good as Diablo 3. Which, when you think about it, leaves them a generation behind because Diablo 4 is out. And Diablo 3 has been out, what, 7, 8 years? Something like that. Okay, let's go talk to our grandpa. Once again, no voice acting. Oh great, he gave me a contaminated necklace. Here's a necklace. Seems to be contaminated, but great. This necklace left by the old man seems to have been contaminated by evil power. Just what I wanted as a gift. Here, here's this possessed necklace. I've been wanting to get rid of it for a while. Let's go back to town, sell off my junk. I'm not even really using mana potions. We got a belt, which I need a belt. I don't believe I'm level 5 yet. Nope, still level 3. Leveling's going a little bit slow.
Get over here. All stare. There's a resurrected corpse son of a bitch here. Come and give him a shovel.
Okay, got a little bit better belt. And every time you identify something, it looks like you get these refined cores we were talking about earlier. Ah, 4 to all resistance. It's better than nothing. Okay. Have a feeling that necklace is going to come in handy in a quest down the road. Dump a few of these things in here. Looks like there's a quest down here. This is the little girl I just saved, I guess. Yeah, it's an important relic. Sure, I mean, go ahead, go for it. I'm not sure why a kid needs a poisoned necklace, but I think for some reason she's going to come in to the story later on. So I always kind of make those type of decisions. If not, oh well. Okay, this is the apothecary. Let's see what he has to do. Buy potions. What's this? Oh, anti-poison antidote. Okay, let's go back up here. That's a big fire burning right in the middle of town. Okay, there's another quest down here. Still need to find that guy's medicine box. If you're just now joining me, this is a new game on the BNB and Ethereum blockchain. It is called Seraph in the Darkness. It's available now. You can download it. Just look up its website. And there's a prerequisite. You do have to download a side app. Trying to remember. It's called Act Pass. And basically it's a wallet app that you can set up. Currently it's still in development process. But it looks like you can earn NFTs in game, and you can also convert things to NFTs by a process. And it does look like they have daily rewards and season rewards. And the season, if you happen to be at the top of the leaderboards for your class at the end of the season, it looks like you get extra rewards. And I'm not quite sure what those are, but you know, more rewards are better, right? And I'm not sure exactly if those are just in-game rewards or if they are things that you can recover on the blockchain. I'm just going around here. Looks like, can I open up the map? It does not let me give a local map. So let's go this way and go south. Try to go south. And of course, there's a chipped emerald. It just says gold ×1. It's very hard to, you're not finding, I'm not finding massive piles of gold in this game. It's just like, here's 1 gold. So far for a Web3 type game, I like it. I'm gonna see how much I can do in game as far as not exactly play to earn, but you know, approach it from, hey, what can I make off this game and what's required from that type of aspect. I don't want to get into spending a bunch of Ethereum. That gets expensive really fast. Can't go up the steps. Guess the quest is over here. One of the quests is over here. Here's a new type of spear. Wonder if it's better than what I got. 1 to 10. Slow. Crit plus 10. I don't know. Probably not, since this one's blue. Now here's a quest. Okay, new area. This is the Sonora Ruins. There's a pretty significant, so for instance, when I go, one of the common things, you're playing Diablo or an ARPG, you get confronted by a bunch of monsters. You want to kind of quickly turn around and do an AoE or something like that. There's like a little bit of a lag, enough to where you can really notice it. Okay. Keep getting these return scrolls, but I haven't used them very much because they've put portals pretty frequently. That's kind of bugging me that it says gold times 17 or whatever it is, but they don't put a space between the gold and the space button. Oh, here we go. Here we go. These kind of situations, I always try to lead them out and get rid of the surrounding mobs before I face the... Oh, he wasn't that tough. There's level 4. I was expecting him to be tougher. Positive Vibes is in the house. Welcome. You get lots of gold by completing season trip and achievement. Gear from the vendors is dirt cheap. Yeah, we were just looking at the season, and I was speculating on, you know, that's probably where most of your rewards come from. Let's go up. Have you been playing it for a while, Positive? This game has went through a series of testing processes where, you know, they start off with a very small amount of people. Mysterious Town Underground. They start off with a very small amount of people and, you know, give them passes and stuff like that. The people that pay money and everything. And then gradually they open it up to more people. And here's another portal, like I was saying. Another Dawn Speakers. There's the portal. And here's Seraph.
Beware, adventurers. This shrine has been corrupted by evil forces, and I must find a way to purify it. My name is Seraphine. I am a priest from the Church of the Far North, and I'm trying to find a way to rid the Sonora region of evil forces.
You know, I hate to dog people, but these people that did the voice work for this just seemed very... We want you to sound as much like a computer as possible.
As you can see, everything that's happening here, the raging plague, the resurgence of monsters, there's some evil force behind it all. And if that force isn't eradicated, there will never be peace in Sonora.
So, just started, level 7. Necro is a joke so far. You even get a pet before level 5. Everyone, not just Necro. Yeah, I saw on Bulldog's stream last night, he said something about finding a pet. Okay, I'll purify it for you. I've got a new stat point. I have 5 more points to spend. Let's go ahead and do the standard. This time let's switch it around. 2 in Dex and 3 in Vitality. And then, well, that's the quest log. And then I've got a new skill point. What is this? I don't know how many max points go into Swift Thrust, but I have not unlocked this. Oh, I do need to get to level 6 before I pick up this secondary. Yeah, the second tier I pick up at level 6. So let's check out Records of a Secret Cellar. And I'm guessing this is the secret cellar here. Desecrated Shrine of Faith. The shrine is corrupted by evil aura of monsters. Clear the evil aura to cleanse the shrine. Oh, so you have to click on it and then you have to go through the... Kill these guys. It's a little event, just like in Diablo. Yeah, I'm going to need a healing potion. Okay, cleansed it. I've got an amulet key, handful of gold, iron forged warhammer, which I don't use, and a tier 0 grand amulet. Amulet key is a mysterious key that expands amulet bags. Chipped emerald. Place in the amulet bag to take effect. But it's interesting that it has an R0 on it. Is this my amulet bag? I don't know. It's a cool looking warhammer, although I would say that's not a warhammer. I would say that's a mace of sorts with spikes on it. So one more level and I'll be able to identify, well, I guess I can identify this. Mythical cloak. Not bad. Dex, magic power, hit points, durability. Okay, where are we going now? We have to talk back to her.
For a novice, you just did a really good job. The evil forces that corrupted the shrine have been removed, and the entrance to the tunnels is sort of a reward for the purification. So I guess your next goal should be the same as mine.
What's your goal?
Before, I'm trying to figure out how to purify the Sonora area of the evil force. But frankly, at the moment, I don't know anything about the source of this force. So I'll have to investigate the various areas of Sonora to figure out what's really going on here.
So you're
Maybe
going to
this
join me?
question is a bit redundant for you, but the road below will be more dangerous. Are you ready to move on?
What's this? Impact amulet. Place in the amulet bag to take effect. Okay, I'll receive it. Okay, so open the bag and click the amulet pack button to open the amulet bag. Okay, so the amulets, you can wear various amulets and you can put different affixes to them to improve your skills at the jeweler NPC. And the amulet pack is this button right here. And we have the grand amulet, so it needs to be identified, so we'll identify it. And then put that into place in the amulet bag. I'm missing something here. Place an amulet bag. So this is amulet pack. What am I missing here? So both of these need to be placed in the amulet bag, but I have an amulet pack, not an amulet bag. Okay, so I need one amulet key is required for unlocking. Continue to unlock the current amulet slot. Sure. Nope, I pressed cancel for some reason. Confirm. Okay, so we have one open, and I can put that there, and that triggers an achievement. This gives me minimum weapon damage +1. And I'm guessing that I need to have 3 more keys to unlock 3 slots, and then I can put this in as a better version than this. That's my guess. Okay. So now we can go into the hidden cellar with Seraph. Should I got a buff off that? Let's go back up. Does that pillar give a buff? Purified Shrine. No, it doesn't give a buff. I was trying to see if I could buff myself before I went into here. Okay. So, looks like Seraph is going to join us for this journey. I am level 4. Working on level 5. Looks like she's a mage or sorceress, which will help out. Extra fireballs always help out, right? Unless you're in the way. Let me know if that sound effect's too high out there. You got some serious foreboding type music you would expect in a dungeon. Appreciate everybody stopping by. This is kind of like an unplanned. This is like a test of this new game, as well as some slightly different streaming methods that I've got going on, just to make sure everything worked. But I do plan on streaming this a little bit more. And that, I worked my way in a circle. Let's go here. Check this out for a while, mainly because I like this style of game. Okay, we got, do I have a spot for 2 rings? Okay, yeah. You can do 2 rings. And you know what I haven't gotten yet is an amulet. If you click on each quest, it shows you white feet where you need to go. Yeah, I saw that earlier. I didn't know how to turn them on or off. Earlier they were kind of annoying. I mean, I guess they're very helpful, obviously, but let's just go down here. Oh, here's a big monster of some sort. He went down pretty easily. It's interesting that they chose to go with no health regen, I guess, unless you get like an item to put on that regens your health. I guess I can, let's go over here. Flame resistant altar, and there's somebody right above with, looks like a champion mob of some sort. Go over here while I got this buff. Gloom Touch Dembone's Warrior. He went down pretty easily. I guess there's must be a way to turn up the difficulty, but so far the difficulty of this game doesn't appear too hard. It is requiring me to keep my finger on the health potion button, but nothing too difficult. I do need to get some more bags though, or expand my bags, because one thing I don't like is playing bag management whenever you've got like no bag space whatsoever. And I do understand a lot of these games utilize that to make money. They're like basically selling you bag space, but I like to get as much out of the game as I can, as much bag space that is. So it reduces the amount of times and frequency I have to go into the, town. Yeah, I'm the kind of player that usually likes to explore around and get a bunch more out of the environment than just heading straight for the end of the quest. That might bug some people, but I like to kind of pad my level a little bit, get as much experience as I can, and then you go into the next area and you're not you're higher level than what you need to be. Okay, so let's go ahead. I am level 5 now, so I can equip this, which gives me a better chest. I have new points to spend, so I have 5 more. I want to see something. Increases accuracy and enables you to equip certain weapons. Increases attack damage and lets you equip more weapons and armor style. So let's do this. I'm kind of looking at, where's my DPS? My attack is 12 to 12. I'm just wondering if I'm increasing the right stat for this weapon. Okay, let's go ahead and make use of a return scroll and go sell off. Definitely I've been doing that myself, but the quest system is all over the place, so it kind of helps when needed. Yeah, I agree. It's just a lot of different games do that, put the path out for you, and sometimes this one kind of seems like very bright and bold, like the path is, you can't miss it. Okay, let's see here. Training ground. That's interesting. Let's go ahead and sell off. Sell my junk. And I need to repair. Need to remember to repair. Now, can you combine? I'm guessing in this game you can combine gems to form a better quality gem, just like in Diablo. I'm not going to need the Warhammer, and I'm not going to need the wand, although they were gold quality. And you're right, the armor is pretty cheap. Guardian Spear, 12 to 17, level 5. Be better than what I'm using. And I need to repair all. No. Oh, come on, that's annoying. I'd rather, if you want to use the portal, just click on it. Okay, we got some gems. We got this, which we won't be able to use for a little while. So we'll pop it in here. I didn't see where he had bags. I have new skill points. How do you get extra bag slots, Positive? Because I do need that. Here's a jeweler. Place magic or rare gear to regenerate the number of slots. Okay, so you can change the number of slots in gear. You can place 5 jewel pieces of the same quality to exchange for 1 unappraised new jewel. So if you got a bunch of old jewels, extra jewels that you don't need, you can go 5 to 1 and exchange them for another random one. You can fuse, which I was just discussing. Looks like it takes 3. Hey, we can do that. Let's try it out. I've got 3 of this green one, emerald. So we can do this. So it takes, does it take 14,000 or does it take 2,000? Let's try. It took 2,000. And it made a flawed emerald. Okay. Same kind of thing as in Diablo, just it works a little bit different. So it went up to combine 3 chipped to make a flawed. So we'll just keep that for that right now. And emeralds give plus poison damage, plus hit points. Oh, armor gets plus hit points. If you put it in a helmet, it gets plus hit points. If you put it in a shield and quiver, it gives plus poison resistant. So I'm saying that would be a weapon gem for the plus 20 seconds worth, or plus 20 poison damage whenever you hit somebody. Okay, let's go back to the abandoned village. Positive says no idea. I've only one of the bags. The pet allows you to summon a vendor every 2 minutes, though. Nice. I don't know why I have exclamation points above season pass. Maybe okay, so oh, I have a daily something to claim. So I sold 20 pieces of equipment, so I get 200 pass points, and those are accruing for my season totals. And then I did something past my achievement for the season journey, which was once again sell 20 pieces of equipment, and then I get 50,000 gold out of that. Wow, it seems like the gold's going to come fast and furious now, which means that as this game goes along, the prices are going to be quite inflated, which is not a good thing. Okay, so I have to try and go south. I don't know if I can go up here and then go south. Yeah, I'm going in the right direction. I lost what's her name. I guess she's still down in the... At some point I need to come east a little bit. This is not going to let me get over to where I need to go. This keeps going west. Yeah, this just kind of seems like they downloaded a template for Diablo resources. Diablo downloaded a template and downloaded Diablo type resources and just created off of that. I'm going to try to go south over here, see if I can get to where I need to go. Okay, now I'll just come back north. Rugged Hewer. There's an armor rack over here. I'd rather have the resistances than evade. Oh, I went through 3. And here's a... Wow, he was low level. Oh, that's the medicine chest I was looking for. So I can come back up and give this medicine chest to the dude. My financial journey's in the house. Welcome. Thanks for dropping by. Appreciate it. What's going on? Saw you were live and wanted to stop by. Yeah, it's very much similar to Diablo. We've been talking about that off and on. It is on the blockchain, however, and it looks like it's on BNB / Ethereum, and I generally stay away from Ethereum stuff, but I'm really an ARPG kind of guy, so I wanted to check this out. It is open now, so anybody can download the client. You don't need a special code or anything. I used the link. I was watching Bulldog play it last night, and I used his link, but I don't have a special link. You can just go to the general website and download it. I'm trying to figure out where this dude is that I need to take his box back to. Go to the Sonora Ruins. I've got the portal in the Sonora Ruins, so I can just go over there. Yeah, I mean, this just seems like one of those games. If you like ARPGs or Diablo style, then you'd like it. This is comes at a good time because I was looking for a game to try out a live stream with. This was right up my alley, so I'm like, yeah, sure, why not? I'm not putting any money into it right now until I get a handle on it and see. A lot of these games, these Chinese-based games, and I don't know if this specifically from China, but I've seen a lot of indicators that it's a gacha-style game. A lot of these games, what happens is if you get in at the very beginning, and obviously a lot of times they turn into pay-to-win and that sort of things. But a lot of these things, a lot of these Web3 games we play are pay-to-win, let's face it, right? But I'm playing just to see how the game goes along. And there is a chance, from what I hear, of NFTs dropping. And right now, other than they've got an airdrop going on and they've got the season rewards and things like this, that if you're at the top of the leaderboard, then you can get in on some of those rewards. I'm not sure if those rewards are just in-game or if they're blockchain based, whatever, but you can definitely go over. You do have to download the wallet app to use, and you can definitely go on the website, and their store has a lot of stuff with gear and things like that on sale for a lot of Ethereum. So I'm like, wow, I'm not spending that much money. I don't mind putting a little bit of money into games, but whenever I see, like a breastplate, $3,000, I'm like, no thanks. Oh yeah, happy Labor Day to you as well. The summer is over. Where did it go? I didn't go anything. I did not go anywhere this summer. I went to a funeral. I went to my uncle's funeral. That's about it. What is down here? I need to find this dude. I need to find Wagner before I go back down in there. And I'm not seeing where the quest is. Oh, the quest is up here. Oh, there's a chest in that house. I am all about the chests, especially if they could possibly have an NFT in it. And I'm guessing the NFT availability in these type games is just so, microscopic, but whatever. There's another amulet, tiered 0 amulet. And I would need, you know what? How do you find those keys? I need another key to open up another spot in my amulet pack. Let me guess. You have to go on the store and buy it for real money. Probably. That's my guess. But no, I don't want to go in the portal. And this is, when you see this dark orange, this is a document. What is this? Oh, that's the medicine chest. So you can actually click on the document and read it. Oh. Yeah, I'm not going to read it. But you do collect them that way. You collect notes that way. So you can right click, read them, and get them out of your inventory. A mana ring. I don't need mana. Ain't nobody got time for that. I need a bigger spear. I need to get over to this dude to give him his medicine box. Chip topaz. I like the gems. I always did like working with the gems in Diablo. Making better ones. But, you know, you make the gems and then you got to get a good weapon or something to put them on. Otherwise you're wasting them. There's a few things around to break, but there's not a lot. Like in Diablo, they put a lot of barrels and stuff. And my inventory is full. That's one thing I don't like about these style games is the inventory management. When you've only got one bag, you have to end up going back to town a lot. Okay, let's go sell some junk. That is a cool looking Warhammer. Different class though. Don't need a greatsword or a novice orb or a stone cleaver or a bow. That is a quest item. You know what? I like it in games better whenever they have a separate inventory for quest items, so the quest items don't take up space. I don't need a mana ring, so I will sell that off. Let's remember to do repair all. And I will keep this here until I get another key. Now, in these style games, there's usually a store button where you can go buy stuff, because obviously it's pay to win, but I don't see the store icon. So I guess not at this point, which I was theorizing that that's where the keys would be. Okay. No, I need to go back to my portal, which is down here. Okay. Let's get back to business. Now, where am I going? I need to go north. Had to relog into the game because I killed one of the quest monsters before I even got the quest. And I don't think they respawn, at least not very fast. If you get stuck, that could be why. Oh, interesting. I think that's just a development thing, right? Because I've been in games where that has been what happens. In other words, hey, you've got a quest, go kill monster X. But in, you know, as you're out and about, if you kill monster X before you get that quest, then it kind of becomes bugged and you can't complete it. But I've also played games where you end up talking to the person after you killed that monster, and they're like, oh, I see that you already killed him. And then they give you your whatever the prize is. So I like it better that way. So it's kind of like conversational. Hey, I need you to go out and kill monster X. And then you're like, hey, I already killed him, and tell them the story about it. And then they're like, oh, good. Well, here's the prize. Gold times 9. Okay, let's see what's over here. And I'm also noticing that I don't think I'm seeing they're not telling me the level of the monster when I click on them. They say what they are, but they're not saying the level, and I don't see an indicator by color of how difficult they are. So I'm guessing that they spawn the monsters based on what your level is and give it a, you know, a plus or minus. So what that tells me, first of all, that main guy just died way too fast. But it tells me that you're never going to get to a place in the game where it's so overly hard to beat, unless it's like one of the boss mobs, right? And here's another failed escape. Looks like they put some effort into actually writing the storyline in these little pieces of paper you find along the way. It does appear that some of the game is, at least some of the game is voice acted. Not extremely well, but... And this appears to be a main guy. You can come on out of here. I don't want to go into that lightning ring. You can come out here to get killed. The dire hack. Oh, the lightning ring spread with him. Let's get out of that lightning ring for a minute. Stone cleaver axe. Gee, thanks. A weapon I don't use. Oh well. Don't stand in the lightning. That's a good... I was trying to work my way around to this other quest. It keeps eluding me though. Lots of healing potions and identify scrolls dropping. Oh, that's down the cellar. I need to go back up north. I also have this thing in my personality in games where there's fog of war. I kind of always want to like uncover the whole map for some reason. Evil rituals under the plague. Positive says that would be better for sure. Unfortunately, it was a drop quest for 2 different antlers. Happened to kill one of the elk earlier. Interesting. So if you need a mob to respawn, you can just log out and log back in then. And it's not like a storyline thing that once you kill him, you kill him. Okay, here's another... You know, I generally play these games, and then as I go along, I increase the hardness that I play on just to make it a little bit harder. But this seems like when you're just starting off, it's just like on easy mode. And if you're not hearing it, there is no voice acting on this, so... You are an excellent doctor, of course. And what's he going to give me? Ancient snakeskin. Snakeskin shed by ancient giant snake. Boosts max hit points. Sure, I'll take some extra hit points. Let's check them out. Oh, and it's an automatic thing. You just right-click on it and it adds extra 10 hit points to you. I've got a life ring. I don't know what kind of ring. It's got to be better than that common ring. I didn't get this from him, but once again, the offset is kind of bugging me, where you have to, like, for me to select this ring, I had to be like way over here to select it. So that's some extra hit points. That's nice. Let's go ahead and put that in there. And more remolding cores. I'm wondering why it gives me those. I mean, I know what they're for, but okay. Let's do we want to go to the hidden cellar or let's go. So we have to go rescue that little girl again. Let me guess, she got into trouble with that cursed amulet. I told you that was no good. Why would a little girl need a cursed amulet? Up to no good, unless she's inhabited by an evil spirit or something. We need to find a way to go north. And of course, we got a bunch of skeletons. And this is going to lead us right to her. Dark Forest. Oh, this is a zone point. Kind of weird way to do zones. Okay. I'm being attacked by a bunch of blood moose. So weird. I've never been attacked by evil moose. Oh wow, they can stand up on their hind legs. That is kind of frightening. Okay, now of course we have spiders. Spiders and evil goats, rams. Okay, and of course I figured that was going to happen. I couldn't talk to him. These look like locusts. This is a guy that needs voice acting. And it looks like I'm poisoned because my life turned green. Yeah, you are suffering from poison. Didn't last too long though. Where is she? Okay, we'll find her. Of course, we're the guy going around doing everything for everybody. That's how these games work. Chipped emerald, that'll help. That's a forest cave. Some more evil locusts over here. I guess let's go in and complete this one first since it's right here. Go into a forest cave. Level 6. So, been playing for roughly 2 hours now. Level 6. Let's look at our character. We've got 5 stat points to go in with. I'm wondering... I'm just wondering if dexterity is the correct stat to be used with this weapon, and if strength wouldn't help out. Yeah, let's add strength and see what it does. It added extra damage to my swift thrust, my secondary power. That will help out with main mobs. Okay, I split it up. I did 3 into strength, 1 into dex, and 1 into vitality. I'm by no means a min-maxer. Okay. And I've got a season mission objective, wear all kinds of equipment by any quality, so I receive 50,000 gold. That will help out, I guess. Somebody got a NFT drop, which they announced. That whole banner thing on these type of games across the top kind of bugs me. I don't really mind it when they put it into chat, but especially if the game gets really popular and then all you see like the whole time is just like these big banner ads, especially when it comes down to being free to play. Or I mean pay to win, man, rather. Looking for the hotkey for here we go. What's the mall? Oh, here we go. Earlier I was looking for a store. They call it a mall, and it is available through this little hamburger icon here. And when you open it up, you have all these different things you can choose from. And one of them is the mall. You can buy gold. You can buy this other token, which is called Scroll. Revive Scroll. Which is a secondary token. Oh, and like I said, just as I guessed, you have to buy them to get your keys to be able to unlock. So this is just level 30. Starts at level 30 for the keys. So maybe the lower level keys drop before that point, because you need your keys to unlock your amulet pack slots. These are all locked, and you need keys to unlock each one of these before you can use the various items within here that basically make you stronger for all intents and purposes. But it doesn't look like lower level ones are for sale. This is an option that says gold mining information, introduction to gold mining. Earn NFTs. Consume soul stones, change the chaos mystery, yeah, kind of confusing. I'll have to look into that more. Definitely interesting though. What are benefits? Oh, this is where if you get a gift code, you can come in and enter that and exchange it for something. Here's the airdrop, assets owned by your current account. So if I had purchased any of the tokens, then there's currently an airdrop going on. And of course, I don't have a pre-season inheritance because this is the first time I've played. But interesting nonetheless. Okay, let's continue. There's a buff shrine. Although, with the difficulty of these mobs lately, I haven't really... Feather altar. Okay, so this is a speed. Here's a named. It's a troll. Wasn't too hard. Of course, I have a buff on me, but this is just a speed buff. Iron Forged Warhammers. I've been finding a lot of Warhammers. There's a new belt. Could use a better belt. Another achievement unlocked. Here's a javelin. It's just blue though, rare. Here's a necklace. Plus 17 strength. Is that better than what I got on? Plus 19 dexterity. That's a really nice necklace. Okay, let's go over and see what Fiona's up to. Sitting within a bunch of blood and body parts. Oh, this is not the little girl. This is somebody different. He's a previous love, but now he wants me to visit a bunch of weird churches. Yeah, I'd stop hanging around with him. Okay. So we've talked to her, and looks like she's going to stay hanging out there for some reason. If you push P, it will bring up the pet menu. Whenever you get it, have to activate the pet yourself. Not sure if you've got... Haven't seen a pet yet, though. Nope, no pets. But thanks for that tip. P makes sense. Pet. Let's... Need to hit a healing potion. Well, they just keep spawning at that point. Oh, this guy's... Oh, I see what... This guy's one of those guys that keeps bringing him back to life. I didn't see him standing back there. Can't pick up any more items. Okay, let's go back to town. So what do you guys think of this kind of stream versus my usual kind of stuff? Doing this like once a week and streaming a game like this. Thought I'd start it. You know, I play games all the time anyway, so why did I gate here? I'm in the forest cave. Why did I gate to the forest cave and not back to town? I guess I can go and use this. Oh, I'd have to walk all the way back. That was kind of weird. Well, I can turn in this quest anyway, so. Oh, that's his wife, not his daughter. I'll just lie to him. I didn't go hardcore on him, which would have probably involved a fight, but. Max level yet? No. I am level 6. About a quarter of the way into level 6, and it's been a little bit over 2 hours. So I think the pacing is going pretty well. I think that they could up the difficulty a little bit because it seems like it's just kind of a walk in the park type thing. Yeah, yeah, I was trying to, kind of do something a little bit different. And I'd been playing a few other ARPGs lately, and I saw this and figured I would take a chance. I mean, it's free, so. Okay, let's sell some junk. So far, most of this stuff I've seen is slightly different takes on the same subsystems within Diablo. Different terminology, and they've reworked things a little bit, but basically the same stuff, So once again, back to somebody's point earlier. Who was it? It was Deoda's point. Is like, how's Blizzard going to let them get away with this? So obviously they probably are in China, so I don't know if Blizzard can touch them, but so this is worth 120, and this is worth 125, so that's slightly more valuable. What is the max level? Good question. I don't know. I have to let you know whenever I find out. Can never get enough of the more the better. Watch as much as I can. Well, I do appreciate it. I'm trying to improve things a little bit as we go along, and just throw some new stuff in there, So. I'm a gamer at heart, so I like trying out all these new games and everything. I still don't think I have a piece of art. I mean, this is pretty nice. Let's test out the. Let's see. This would give plus 10 hit points on armor. I'm not going to waste this on armor because I think this flawed emerald would go best on a new weapon whenever I get a really nice weapon. Let's see here. What would go good? Energy, dexterity. Hit points. So I think this is, from my class perspective, we're going to work on chipped topaz. So we need a few more of those, and then we can put it on a piece of armor. Okay, now where are we going? That girl is still in trouble. She got herself into trouble again. So I guess let's go check her out. She's way down here. Maybe we should complete the hidden cellar first. Okay, I have to go into the Sonora ruins and then travel to the cellar again. I guess Seraphine only is interested in the hidden cellar. She will only follow me whenever we're in the hidden cellar. Okay, let's go straight forward here. Get to the heart of the matter. I need a break from Splinterlands once in a while, so Stone Shard is a nice D&D turn-based solo game for me Has many of the RPG elements everyone knows. Simple graphics, but not over the top. Sounds good. What time are you going to do it tonight? Have to stop by and catch some of that. Now, is it just a single player? Oh, yeah, you say it's solo. Is it the type of game where we could get like a party going and do multiple people? Okay, before I open this door, I've got a season pass item. Season event. Okay, so I overturned something for the season. 50 pieces of equipment for sale. I receive... Oh, I got 150 gold, I think. And now I got something for rewards. Oh, finally it's allowing me to take my first day reward, which is Mark of Destiny's Whisper. Place in the amulet bag to take effect. Okay, so that's another one of those things, amulets, where I need to get another key, once again, to open up another of these slots to make use of. Okay, sounds good. That guy, see what I mean? I mean, these people are just dying too fast. I wonder if there's a way to ramp up the difficulty. Hey, Positive, is there a way to ramp up the difficulty like in Diablo, where you can ramp up the difficulty and get more loot? What is a church? Create a church. Oh, this is the same as a guild. So you can, a church is a guild. So I guess they're testing out the market functionality where you can just like sell stuff, not for like Ethereum or whatever, but just in-game gold. They're still testing that out though. Okay, so now we're going down to level 2. Yeah, Arachne Weaver is definitely a nice card. I still like that other one, what's her face, that has the takes powers from other people. Okay. Well, you know, as I go along, these are things that I'll find out and we'll pass along in future streams. Because like I said, I could see myself playing through this game. I'm hoping that they do a little bit of extra work on the controls. That would be good. Not that they're terrible, because I've played much worse games, but this could use some work. Yeah, it's definitely, and I haven't even done my, just back on the Magic the Gathering thing, or not Magic the Gathering, but Splinterlands thing. I haven't even done my end-of-season card buys yet. So I'm kind of toying around with the idea of concentrating on epics, because we were talking about epics the other day, and the epics are pretty, largely, you know, more powerful than the legendaries. Obviously, we're fresh into the set, and we haven't found all the good combos yet, but These guys are all scary, but then you hit them one time and they die. Of course, my life is going down also. So it's not like you can just mow through these and not keep an eye on your life. Yeah. I mean, even on my main account, the ultimate chest is like, I would rather spend that glint on an ultimate card instead of a chest. Skill alter. Skills ascend to a higher power. It's temporary buff. I need to go out and clean the smoker. I smoked a pork butt yesterday. It turned out really well. Made some fresh coleslaw. There appears to be a big mob in the room up forward of me. Okay. Yep, that's looks like. Let's see what we got going on here. Advanced Team Warrior. Oh, they're keeping him hostage, so I need to kill these fallen priests. Oh, and of course, they turned him into a giant demon. See, that was way too easy. For a guy that looks like that. Novice's Javelin. I guess we can let this dude out. Hey, you won't be turned into a demon. You're welcome. If only you'd gotten to me sooner. I just got some new stocks in, but unfortunately it was all chewed up by those rats. Looks like I'm gonna have to give to Ruben. It doesn't even say thanks for rescuing me from being turned into a demon. Advanced team remains. The armor left behind by the advanced team is already broken. Oh, it's a quest item. Like I said earlier, once again, I think that those quest items should have a secondary inventory. Let's check out this javelin. Nice. Let's go back to javelin. Okay, let's complete this quest.
The beliefs of this city have been completely distorted, and those crazy believers have turned this place into a factory of blood and flesh sacrifices. Unfortunately, we are still a step too late, and I feel sorry for what happened to these warriors. But I believe that this discovery will never let their sacrifices be in vain. The madmen performed some kind of evil ritual here. I'm not sure what it was. But the spells in these runes represent
Whatever it was involved a lot of blood.
And as far as I know, bringing the dead back to life is extremely evil, no matter what the denomination or faith.
Yeah, usually you're correct.
Things are worse here than I thought. They're trying to resurrect something even more horrific, and I have to keep investigating.
Even more horrific than that last dude I just killed?
You too. This little guy has been following me since the...
Oh, here's the pet. Here's the pet introduction.
I do feel a lot better with him in my heart. I'm sorry I couldn't help you save those warriors. I'm giving this little guy to you. Treat it well, and I hope it will help you find your way home.
Pet experience card 1 day. Okay, so you have to have something to use your pet, and this will probably mean something you have to buy. Grants me the pet Wolfie. What is... You can't pick up these items. Oh, I see. My inventory is full.
The beliefs of this city have
So-
been completely distorted, and those crazy believers have turned this place into a... The madmen performed some kind of evil ritual here. I'm not sure what it was. Things are worse here than you too. This little guy has been following me.
Okay, open the bag and right-click the pet item to use it. Access the pet feature screen by selecting P, like Positive said earlier. Yeah, I do need more bag space. They do have slots where you can buy or, you know, get more bags. I'm hoping that those aren't gated by real life, real money purchases, but I'm not holding my breath. Okay, so you click on it to get the pet, and then you, in the pet feature screen, click summon to make the pet follow you. And this pet will auto pick up your gold and dropped items. It will also identify all if you choose to let it use up your identify scrolls. It can also salvage gear. So this pet is basically like a blacksmith that follows you around. A pet blacksmith. Okay. There's my pet Wolfie. Okay. Let's go ahead and summon. Oh, once I summoned him, then this dude over here has something to say to me.
You should have come back later so I could watch this monster treat me like a dish and eat me alive.
So before you said I should have been here sooner. Now you're saying I should have been here later. Okay, I'll tell Agamand.
I was scared to death and I thought of 100 ways to retaliate against them. But I was just a helpless businessman with only money left. So how about we make a deal? You help me kill these monsters and I will pay you to give you the rewards you deserve.
Sure. And another season bonus here. Use pet props and summon pets. Receive 50,000. Let's see what else is in this dungeon before we leave. It's an axe. Oh, this dude is still hitting me. I wonder what the pet experience card is all about. Do your pets gain experience? This is much faster than the other weapon I was using. Yeah, I agree. Now see, if you play Diablo, there's a way to just say, hey, I want to make this harder, and you can go up gradually till you hit a point where it's, you know, it's a good play for you. But then each level you make it harder on yourself, then you also get more gold, more experience, which is, I think they really need to put that in, because as far as I'm seeing now, that is not an option. It's not under game setting. I don't know what Chaos Stash is. I don't know. Player SX command. I don't really know what you're talking about. Looks like a command line type thing, but oh, a command in the actual chat. Do you think that would do something? Or open a development window? Oh. Pretty nice chest. I think I'm needing an amethyst. I keep getting these emeralds. In Diablo, you can set the difficulty higher by setting the number of players to 8 players. Oh, I see what you mean. I always just use the button on the GUI that said, hey, make it harder, you know. And then they had different terminology for each difficulty level. Yeah, I wish they had a overhead map of the actual I'm not seeing an option of your actual zone you're in. Even in Diablo, you can open up a zone map. Trying to complete this level. Hey, speaking of level. Let's do skill points. Okay, so I have access to the second tier now. Energy thrust. Or poison javelin. You know, these fights are not lasting long enough for poison to be worth it. Poison, really, I like poison, but that is like, well, if your fight's going to last a little time, then the poison would take effect, but (9 to 44, 24 to 72). So this is significantly. Oh, this is a special attack. So my primary. Okay, we put 2 points into the energy thrust. And that is Q. The number bar is dedicated to potions, and the QWERTY bar down below it is dedicated to powers and usages. Okay, magic chest. Some more remolding cores. And I'm full on inventory. We have to go back up anyway. Use a return scroll and bring the advanced team. Okay, so let's just use a scroll. And sell off some junk. It's like a usual thing in Diablo. Get to town, sell all your junk. Oh, we got to talk to him about this quest first.
Sometimes life and death are not our choice, but the expression that hangs on our face we can still control. So, put away your regretful expression and tell me what happened to them.
This guy sounds like he's one of the Peaky Blinders.
Your efforts have not been in vain. This armor bears the residue of a message left to us by Torrens. It was the agreement of every member of the advance team that when they died, they had to leave a message behind. And I'm glad that Torrens kept his word. Zaire, a name from memory. I remember him as the Bishop of the Sonora. Torrens says they were attacked by some horrible monsters, and Zaire invites them to travel through the dark forest to take refuge in the church in Sonora. But eventually their bodies turn up in the crypt. Anything can happen in this shitty world. Zaire is the Bishop of Sonora, and let's
He put his own word in there and didn't read off the script.
camp. And I don't know if there's any kind of hometown friendship between them, but it's up to you guys. Go talk to him.
Well, do I want the javelin with lightning damage, or the guardian spear? Let's go with the spear. And of course I can't pick up any more items. Is there a way to bypass that conversation? Nope, there's not a way to bypass that conversation until I... And are you not going to... Okay. Looks like I'm going to destroy an item. Just to make room.
Your efforts have not been in vain. This Zaire, a name from memory. Anything can happen in this.
Okay, well, thanks for everybody joining me. We're at a little bit more than 2.5 hours. I think this was a pretty good look at this new game. I'm going to continue to play this, and we'll live stream once in a while. So expect that to pop up once in a while. If you have time, please drop by and join me. Otherwise, I leave comments on the replay. But I'm going to continue to look at this game and continue to research the actual Web3 parts of it, you know, how you make money and what the investment involved is and everything like that. And I'll probably end up making just like a video in and of itself about what I think of the game currently. As far as the first 2.5 hours, I think it's, as we're spoken, I mean, it's a decent Diablo type clone. Things are very similar to Diablo, except for some of the terminology is different. Some of the systems have been reworked a little bit. So as an ARPG fan, I'm still interested in it. As a Web3 fan, I am as well. So I'll keep playing it and we'll make some more videos. But I appreciate you stopping by. Until we next talk, I will see you on the flip side. I hope everyone on your side is happy and healthy. We'll talk to you later, Gathering. I'll check out your live stream later on. Have a good one.